Children, now we are studying very simple structure. That is the structure of spermatozoa and ovum. So you are familiar with this structure. Student, this you have studied in class 10th. That is the structure of sperm or spermatozoa. So externally it is divided into three parts. Structure of ovum is externally divided into three parts. Head, and this one is midpiece. Midpiece, head, midpiece, and tail. So these three can be labeled externally, and this head of the sperm, very popular labeling, acrosome. Acron means student head, and zoma means the body. That is the head of the cap of the head of the sperm, acrosome, made up of Golgi complex. And this is nucleus. Then in the neck region, centriole. Centriole in the neck region. This is neck region. And student, this is spiral mitochondria. Well developed mitochondria is there in sperm. You know why? Because it has to cover a large distance from male reproductive tract to female reproductive tract. So the mitochondria in the sperm is well developed. Spiral mitochondria or mitochondria. This is principal piece in the tail region. The first part you see, this red part is principal piece. And then the end part in the tail region is end piece. So you are familiar with this structure. In basic class you have studied. This is the structure of spermatozoa or sperm. Now here, very important, this structure is new for you. In 10th you have not studied this structure. It is in detail. That is structure of human ovum or egg. Student, very important for NEET examination, that human ovum or egg is alacethal. Alacethal. Ovum in the human is alacethal. Alacethal means, student, devoid of yolk. Yolk is not in this. Only this cytoplasm is there. Dense cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is also called vitellus. In biological language, cytoplasm is called vitellus. So this membrane of the cytoplasm will be vitelline membrane. This one, this membrane will be vitelline membrane, and this space will be perivitelline space. Perivitelline. Peri means around, vitelline space, isn't it? And now we found this structure after ovulation. After ovulation, when the ovum is in the funnel of oviduct, we find first polar body. First polar body. Now the detail of this polar body you are going to study just after this in oogenesis. In oogenesis. Then this is what, student? These are the spindle observed in the second meiotic division. Second meiotic division. Well, student, these are the cells of corona radiata. Cells of corona radiata. Isn't it? And this structure, very important structure, student. I am using different color for this. This transparent, I have used green color for this. This transparent layer is called zona pellucida. Zona pellucida. This formed by the deposition of polysaccharides, and these are the cells of corona radiata. Let us recap once the structure of ovum, student. Human ovum is all acythal, student. All acythal means divide of yolk. Then it consists of dense cytoplasm, that is called vitellus in biology, and so the membrane is called perivitelline membrane, and the space is called perivitelline space between zona pellucida and perivitelline membrane. Then this is first polar body, isn't it? And this is spindle seen during second meiotic division, isn't it? This is first polar body. Student, this is first polar body. We will study this first polar body during oogenesis. And this, last but not least, this layer, transparent layer, is called zona pellucida layer, student, isn't it?